know you're giving them exactly what they want, right? And that's for you to live in fear. Because fear is the number one way to control people. And when I say they, I'm not talking about Biden. I ain't talking about Trump. I'm not talking about Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos. They don't have as much power as you think. It's the people you can't see. It's the people you don't know. Those are the people who are behind the scenes controlling this matrix that we live in and how this system operates. Anybody that's truly spiritual knows that what I'm saying is not just a conspiracy. The reason why they got rid of slavery, where the blacks were just forced to be slaves, is because they were like, oh, instead of just enslaving the blacks, we can enslave everybody through mental slavery. And they do this through propaganda, through fear-mongering, doom and gloom. The house market is crashing and recession, inflation. They do that intentionally. It's done by design. These people that are behind the news that gets pushed, they do not care about you. They are not trying to inform you. They do not give a damn about your well-being. It's all about control. And the scary part about it is they do it so subtly. They do it in a way where you really do feel like they care about you and they're just trying to inform you. Because they know that when they spread certain information, that instills fear in people. And when you're living in fear, you're living in fight or flight. You're living in survival mode. And when you're living in survival mode, you can't thrive because you're just trying to survive. A lot of times we think worrying about something is going to stop it from happening, or that it's going to make something good happen. And it's actually the complete opposite. What you focus on expands. So if you are constantly worrying about money, you're constantly focusing on lack, focusing on scarcity, you're going to attract more lack and scarcity. You're going to attract more things for you to worry about. Law of attraction is real, whether you believe it or not. It's always either working for you or against you, but it depends on you. Law of attraction is all throughout the Bible. They just don't call it law of attraction. There's a scripture that says, as a man thinketh, so is he. Sounds like law of attraction to me. So if you always view yourself as a victim, you're always going to be a victim. If you always view yourself as broke, you're always going to be broke. I don't care if you technically are broke right now. Don't view yourself that way if you don't want that to be your reality. This is what God tells us all throughout the Bible, is to have unwavering faith. Walk by faith, not by sight. You don't base your faith off your circumstances or how much money you have in your bank account or inflation or anything else outside of God. You have faith in God no matter what your physical reality is currently showing you. I'm not gonna lie, things might not turn around right away, but if you have unwavering faith, they will turn around. And God is going to give you even more than what you lost. But in the meantime, you have to do everything in your power not to give in to fear. When people are complaining and having conversations about the recession, inflation, the prices, the war, this and that, you have to avoid those conversations at all costs. And when people try to drag you into it, you can just say respectfully, I don't like dwelling on that type of stuff because I believe in God. Just leave it at that. Even if you are struggling, don't tell people you're struggling. Don't even tell yourself you're struggling. Tell yourself it's only temporary. Stop watching the news. Stop worrying about something going on in a completely different country that you have no control over. Yes, you should pray. Yes, if there's something you can do, do it. But outside of that, why are you worrying about some shit you can't change or control? You only causing stress to yourself, and stress weakens your immune system. You're not helping nobody by worrying about them. You're not helping yourself about worrying about whatever you got going on. You really have to trust God in all circumstances. Even when you can't see how things are going to work out, you have to trust that they will, because God can make anything happen. I watched the interview of this lady who said her uncle ran a secret society underground in Rome, and it was a tunnel that led to the Vatican. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. But she said in this underground society, they torture people, and this secret society was a group full of very elite and powerful people. Not the famous people we know, but people that are even higher up than them. Like I said, the people we can't see, the people we don't know. And she said that the powers that be, the elites that run the world, they, all this doom and gloom, fear-mongering propaganda, the world is going to end, they push that intentionally to control people. And I know you might be saying, well, how do I not live in fear when I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills? I'm swimming in debt. The prices of everything keep going up. I don't know how I'm going to afford everything. How you keep from living in fear? Let me tell you, it's a secret. Stop caring. Stop caring. And I know, but if I stop caring, then everything is going to fall apart. No, more than likely, God is going to make everything work out in your favor because you decided to surrender and let go and just trust him. Worrying ain't going to pay your bills. Worrying ain't going to make the prices go down. But guess what? God can provide for you in supernatural ways when you have faith. You have to get to a point where you're not afraid to lose anything. Because you know, as long as you have God, you have everything. God is going to always work everything out in your favor, even if currently it looks like the complete opposite. Think about Job. He lost everything. Not only did God give him back what he lost, he gave him even more because of his faith. That's the key. The key to not living in fear is living in faith. The key to not living in survival mode and fight or flight is faith. You can only choose one or the other. You can't have fear and have faith. You can feel fears at times, but your faith has to be way stronger. I love you guys. I pray this message was helpful. If it was, make sure you like it. Make sure you're subscribed. If you need some spiritual healing or guidance and your regular therapist just ain't doing it for you, I would love to work with you. My website will be in the description box if you want to check out my services. And yeah, either way, I'll see y'all soon. Bye.